Okay, so you have a YouTube ads campaign and it's working and it's time to scale it. In this video, I'll be talking about some strategies you can use to scale your YouTube ads. My name is Kyle Sullerud. I'm the founder of AdLeg, a marketing agency that specializes in YouTube ads, specifically YouTube ads for high-ticket coaches, course creators, and other info marketers. In this video, I'll be talking about how you can scale a YouTube ad campaign that is working. Now, this can be tricky. It can be relatively easy to get a campaign working, but then once you try to increase the budget and spend more and get more of the same results, that's when things can start to break. So I want to break down some strategies you can implement to help prevent the breakage and actually scale your campaigns profitably. The first thing you can do is test more ads. Simply by adding more ads to campaigns that are already working, you're going to give the system more to work with, more things that the algorithm can test, and potentially more winning ads. Think about it. If you just have one ad that's working really well, you can scale that to a point. But what if you had 5 ads that were working really well, each with different messaging? So you're able to reach different people depending on the messaging that works for them. Now, here's what's really cool about this. Someone doesn't actually have to see all of your ads and skip most of them and then find the one that appeals to them. Google can actually help with this. Google's machine learning is going to know in advance which ads to show to which people because of the people who've already responded to your ads and because of all the similarities people have with one another and all that crazy algorithmic stuff that I don't even understand well enough to get into. But hopefully you get the point. By giving Google more inputs, more data to work with, the algorithm is going to help deliver the right message to the right people. It could be a very similar message and they could be very similar people, but they're going to respond to your ads in different ways. That's why some ads work really well, some ads don't work so well, and sometimes there's really no explanation, there's no rhyme or reason to the ads that work and don't work. And that's why testing lots of ads is very important if you want to scale. You could get lucky and scale with one ad that really works well, or you can put in a little extra work, find several ads that work well, and scaling will be much easier. Even if you have one ad that is crushing it and working really well, and even if you're able to scale that ad pretty well, you will be better served adding more and more ads into the mix. You will get better results by having multiple ads that work. The next scaling strategy I'll talk about is to add more campaigns and more targeting. This goes hand in hand because when I'm adding more targeting, I'm putting the new targeting into new campaigns. Adding targeting into an existing campaign that is working can cause things to break. The exception here is placement targeting. If I'm adding new placements, I'm adding those into existing campaigns. But any other type of targeting, I'm creating new campaigns for the new targeting. To explain how this works a little more, let me back up and we'll assume we just have one campaign. And this campaign is working well and we're targeting 20 keywords in this campaign and we want to scale it. In order to scale this campaign, what do? We increase the budget. At a certain point, we will not be able to increase the budget anymore without either adding targeting or increasing the bids. Now, pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. Adding keywords or audiences to existing campaigns that are already working can cause the results to completely fall apart. Now, I've seen this happen. It's like the algorithm gets confused. You're feeding it some new inputs and it has to relearn what to do with these inputs. It's like the campaign is starting over with its learning from day one. You do not want that to happen on a campaign that's spending $1,000 a day. So instead, when you want to scale by adding targeting, you want to do this by creating new campaigns for the new targeting. It also helps with your budget control. Much easier to spend $3,000 a day or more across dozens of campaigns than to try to put all of that budget into one campaign and just hope and pray that nothing breaks. When you're setting up all these new campaigns with the new targeting, you start them out with small budgets, and then you start to increase the budget as you see that the results are coming in. Some of these campaigns aren't going to work, and you can simply turn them off. Again, much easier to do it this way than if you try to put all of your targeting into one campaign. The third scaling strategy I'll talk about today kind of combines the first two. So not only can you add new ads, and not only can you add new targeting, but you can do it in a much more advanced way where you're adding new ads specific to the new targeting that you're adding. So for example, let's say you have a product that helps people grow their YouTube channel. You've been running ads, you've been speaking to this audience of people who want to grow their YouTube channel, and you've been having some success. One way to scale this would be to expand into audiences of people who want to start a YouTube channel. Very similar audience, people with similar goals, but the messaging ideally would be different here. The targeting related to starting a YouTube channel would have ads about starting a YouTube channel. The targeting related to growing a YouTube channel would have ads related to growing a YouTube channel. If your audience can be divided up into different segments like this, you'll have a much easier time scaling by producing ads for each segment. Now you could take this a step further. You could have completely different landing pages, completely different products for each segment, but you don't necessarily have to go that far. If your offer appeals to different types of people, then simply recording different ads for those different types of people, all leading them to the same offer, can work great. The fourth scaling strategy I'll talk about in this video is to set up retargeting. I created another video all about retargeting, which goes way more in depth, but here's the gist of it. Set up lots of retargeting campaigns. Google lets you set up retargeting using banner display ads, in-stream YouTube ads, discovery YouTube ads, Google search ads, and even Gmail ads. And it doesn't stop with Google. You can retarget on Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever your target customers are hanging out. What does all this retargeting do? Well, I'm glad you asked. It increases the value of your leads. Retargeting helps to maximize the revenue generated from each one of your leads. When this is happening, there are a couple approaches you can take, or maybe a combination of the two. You can sit back and enjoy the higher ROI that you're getting on all of your paid traffic, or because your leads are now worth more to you, you can afford to spend more per lead. Spending more per lead is going to allow you to scale. Now, there is going to be a happy medium here. You don't want to be spending so much more per lead that it wipes out the additional ROI you're getting from your retargeting campaigns. But if you are willing and able to spend more per lead, you will be able to get in front of more people, you will be able to attract more customers, and it will help you scale. So that's what I have for you today. If you want my company's help with your YouTube ads, I'll put a link in the description so you can reach out to us. We've helped several of our partners scale to over 6 figures per month with YouTube ads. Now, of course, to get great results from YouTube ads, you need a great offer, a great product. But if you can supply that, my team can supply the right traffic and the winning scaling strategy to help you reach your goals. Fill out the form at the link below. We'll take a look at what you have going on and let you know if it's something we can help with. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can get more videos like this from me. I release videos once every week. Again, my name is Kyle Sullerud, and I will see you in the next video.